We're going to take a look at Garin versus Barry. This is mostly for Garin, but we can take a look together. All right, I'm just going to make this. Here we go, and here we go.
All right, Garin, there we go.
Nice and loose, nice and loose.
So, already, what I liked. I like, no rushing out to the corner. Again, Garin, we got to figure out a way to get you to relax. You're very tense and stiff walking to your right, but walking to your right is the correct choice. Your hand placement is, the hand placement is good. It's just the arm is too stiff. But I like this position for you right here. This is a great position. So this is sort of like, you know what? Let's do a very nice. Here it is. Little screenshot moment. This is a great position for you. Look at Barry's still on the move. You have a great base. Nice little lean. Excellent job. That lead hand is look at all that distance and space between the two of you. And look at this, Gar. This is just great. This is absolutely perfect. We just got to get you to relax. So let's just back it up again, and let's just take it from the top. Good. Nice little crowd. Nice. Excellent job. Good combinations. So you already threw. That's what you need to do. They don't have to be killer shots. You threw punches they were busy punches. They were good punches. They weren't weak, and they did their job. So again, that stuff, you consistently doing that. Nice use of that jab. Now what we need is that Ashley head movement. Because see how that head's right there? Let's look at that again. So good. Let's look at a couple things. Your punch selection. I like that. Last punch hitting downstairs. That was nice. Nice. Let's watch that again. Beautiful. Punch selection, hitting downstairs. Excellent job. Good job. Now I want to watch your head movement. Notice how he's hitting your head because it's not moving. It just stayed. Now what would have also been good here is after you finish at the body, bring it up for a small sort of up jab or like a thrive in between a 3 and a 5 that would have gone towards his chin into a jab. So you've got a punk and then whamp, womp, womp, and then those jabs. But right there, you could see you just jabbed on the exit. Beautiful work. And now, excellent jabs, and then Garin, excellent job with the combination. Good job. And now we're getting that. See, now you've got that swagger. Notice that swagger that comes in right there.
Nice.
Right here. Look at that. The shoulders are going. The shoulders move the head. And nice. You change your disposition. You get a little tall. Now, bad exit. Let's watch that exit again.
Nice.
Love this head movement. And I like it. It's fine. You come up. Bad exit. You needed jabs there. You know what? Todd's right. It was good. Let's look at that again.
Yeah.
Bad exit. He would have hit you. Good exit. I agree with Coach there. Now, if you walk your head, see how you took a shot to the head because again, there's no the head movement. It stopped. Nice. That was a nice little roll there. Again, nice little roll. Keep your face up. You bring your face towards the ground. See how you're looking towards the ground? I like that the chin's tucked, but you're looking towards the ground. That was, what the fuck was that? That was really nice. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Let's look at that again. I want to hear the crowd reaction too. Look at that.
Nice.
You looked at the floor on that one, but otherwise the head movement looks very nice. Beautiful.
Look at Garin. And notice too. Let's watch that again. Notice you're relaxed. Look how relaxed you are.
Very nice.
Notice there's no tension, no tension, just nice and relaxed. The punches look nice. Look at the head movement go. Now look at the flow, the Ashley head movement, and look at right there. You had a little bit of a low hand position there, but you picked the right place to put the hand. Nice. And nice job with the punches.
Barry, work those uppercuts when he's in close. Yeah. Aim for the chin.
I like that little
Different
wedge block.
levels.
No,
Nice.
no, those punches. So something's go. Let's take a look at what's going on here with your punches. So that I get like the idea of keeping him away. First of all, and now nice little screenshot moment of your hands are in a great place. You know, it's just that's good. You can. This is acceptable as well as if you were punching at the air. What's happening in? I'm going to back up to those other punches. Those, on the one hand, you can say you're doing the job of occupying the space because your hand's there. But you can see there's a difference between getting the jab out there or a feint out there or a Shakur tap out there versus what you're doing here. It's these, for lack of a better term, these are weak. Like that. Like, see those, there's nothing there. You're too close for them to be like here. If you started to throw some light punches here, being away, that's a different story. Being in as close as you were, they've got to be different than that. They've got to be sharp. They've got to be strong. They got to be threatening. It's a nice block. You can see the elbow's out there. It's just it, and what also makes it, the elbow is out, so it's almost like you can't see the motion I'm making, so I can't explain it at the moment. But it's like a circular or a like on the speed bag motion where everything's circling from the elbow down, and that's not how one throws a jab. You don't want a jab like that. You want pop from the short, comes popping out. Good block into the body. I like that little wedge block. Now, if Barry were to turn it up here, there'd be, you'd have problems. See how you're bringing your feet together? Let's go back to that. Do not bring your feet together. There was a moment, I think, in the Ashley video where I comment, you're actually in this area here where we're at, and right where my cursor is. You do this great movement that we sort of it's called around the ring, where you are shuffling and your feet do not touch. And what's happening here is your feet are touching, and that is a bad place to be. You don't want your feet touching. Because when your feet touch, you're not in a position to work. You can see you're in a position to work. That's not a position to work. Look at the hands are. Good that you have your eyes on him. You can't work from here. And that was okay. Now, here's the problem. You're bringing it back low. But everything you did, you had, again, I would like those a little sharper because of where your real estate is. Because of the real estate, those need to be sharper, but you have the right idea. It's just they need to be sharper. And you can see you brought the hand back low. If you would have continued and see, he had upper hand. There we go. Good. Look at that. Look at what happened right there. Let's watch that again. Look at that head move. Boom. That nice subtle slip to the right, change things. Boom. Slip to the right. So there's no target to go for. It's a very nice, relaxed. Look at that head movement. That's what we're looking for. Good job. That's exactly what we're looking for. Nice. And all that. Yep, all that. Look at that. All that head movement, the active guard there. You go past your knee. So this is something that we have to take a look at too. So it's behind. It gets gamey. So your head is behind the knee, but you could see how you're sort of leaning over.
Barry, when you get him on the ropes, don't back out.
Whoa. So what I liked about that, you threw a cross and you got your head off to the left over that center line. That was a perfect cross.
Barry, when you get him on the ropes, don't back out.
Right there. That was a beautiful cross. However, but let's watch that cross again.
Barry, when you
Watch where your head goes.
don't back out.
Look at that. One more time.
Barry, when you get him on the ropes, don't back out.
I do like he throws his cross at the same time.
On the ropes, don't back out.
But you slipped it. You slipped his cross. That's the whole thing with that slip.
Don't back out.
Yeah, you slipped it. But the only problem now, no punches. You threw that nice combination. And how do you exit from here? Nice jab. And then look at that. He pulled that. He could have hit you with the uppercut. So this is a beautiful moment for you. Boom, beautiful. You get the jab going and then nothing.
Barry, when you get him on the ropes, don't back out.
That's where you need to do. Those were great punches.
Get him on the ropes, don't back out.
Excellent slip. Punch, punch, punch would have been good. You punch here, I like. And again, you went back. Look, again, and I like that. It's a smart. Why not? The only thing is, it's Barry's being kind. I don't think I have Barry's text, or if you could send this to Barry as well, any one of you. Barry, you can't be so kind. You know, we gotta hit him. You pulled some of those. You don't have to take his head off, but touch him. Let's see. I think, yeah, I guess that I liked that round. That was a really good round. We came across some really good things there and some bad things as well, but the good outweigh the bad. I loved your head movement. Is just that's great head movement out of you, and I like how you discovered like, oh, I can throw that cross with that slip to the left, and you did it a couple times. That's awesome. What I want you to do at the gym when you're on a bag or you're shadow boxing, do that, slip to the left, throw that cross, and then roll to the right. Come back, and then roll. Slip left, roll right. Anyway, excellent job. Very happy with that round, and very happy with your progress as well. It's just very good stuff.